Good morning, you guys. I'm gonna just work on a few things around the house today. I want to show you guys the nursery. A few of you guys asked to see that. So let me show you guys where it's at right now. It's nothing too special. It's not very big. We actually had a few people that came by yesterday that picked up a few things too. So let me show you guys the nursery and how we're doing that. Okay, so it's super early, so the shadows are kind of weird. That's the neighbor's house. This is the property line. This is the one that's going to be for sale soon. But on this fence line here, this is our nursery. We have a sign. Usually we have hanging baskets right here. That's Highway 99. You guys were so close to the freeway. So our sign with like all of our information, like telling you how to pay on our system, put the money in the lockbox. Hanging baskets usually there. These are all roses right here, and then looks like the butterfly bush is gone. But I have a peony there, one peony there. I have a tray of peonies there, another peony. I have some mint that we propagated. These are all mums, different sizes. Like you can see, like this is like a $1 mum, and then these larger ones are $2. Oh, here's the butterfly bush. It's a dwarf variety, $10. I have a fruit tree right here, a begonia, some sedums, some little succulent arrangements that I made, and then a couple more roses. So it's not very full right now. We had a couple plants back there that somebody just came and picked up last night. So it's pretty small right now. And then if you come down this way though, these are all my starts. So these are not things that are ready yet. So I start a lot of things in the 72 cell counts, and then I pot them up into this. I think you can see that this is a tomato cherry red from Home Depot last year, but I have an anemone in it. So these will be ready here pretty soon. You can see they put on some new growth. I have some lambs here I'm trying to propagate. Creeping Jenny, some asters that I started from seed, all kinds of different things. These are some vegetables over here. This is an alyssum. It's not very happy with me. I have a couple dahlias, and that is pretty much it. Here, this is osteospermum. This is a purple one, and I have two of these that I took from cuttings from the one that we have in our front yard. So I have those there. The gomphrena has not fared well on this property at all, so I'm not sure that's going to even do anything. I have some scabiosa that's doing really great, and some poppies that are doing pretty good. And then this is the plants that everybody always comes when they see these and they want to buy them. So we turned the table so that way maybe it would like stop people from coming back here. But these are all the plants that I've bought, or that Janie bought for me. So you can see, look at it's flowering right now. How pretty. But these are the ones that we've all bought. This is also where I like sit, make my plant tags. I've got my soil and all that stuff. Vegetable starts. So these are the ones that are not for sale, but everyone sees this and they're like, oh, what are all those? I want that. But that's the driveway nursery, is that little section there. And as the season goes and all of these fill out here, and I have a whole bunch more stuff in the back too that I've propagated and things that I'll pick up along the way, we'll fill that side of the driveway in, so you'll be able to shop both sides of the driveway. That's the plan. So it's nothing too big right now. It's pretty small, but it's fun. We enjoy it. We've already had 5 people just this week stop by, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, so now let's go plant some stuff. So the plan for today is to get these Delphinium in the ground. I picked up 3 of them. They're pretty good sizes. You can see they also have some bloom spikes on them, so they should be opening up here pretty quick. I'm really excited about these. Delphiniums are zones 2 through 9, and they get about 18 inches tall, maybe a little bit taller. I know that there's a whole bunch of different varieties, and some of them do get quite large, but some of them, this one says 18 inches tall. I'm gonna assume it's gonna get probably like 20 to 24 inches tall. They do want a good amount of sun, but here in our zone, because we're so hot and so dry, I'm gonna plant them somewhere where they're going to get some sun in the morning and then full protection from the sun in the afternoon. I don't want to burn and kill these guys. The first year that I planted Delphinium, probably 4 years ago, I planted them in an area when I knew absolutely nothing about them, area that was gonna get full sun. It got like 12 hours of sun, and it was too much and the plants just fried. So These guys here are going to get a good amount of sun, but they're going to get lots of protection also. I don't want these to burn. Look at how pretty the leaves are. They're so beautiful. I have 3 of them. I'm going to put them in a grouping, and hopefully they come back year after year for us. They are a perennial. Okay, so reading a little bit up on this one, because I knew Delphinium got quite large, and I was a little bit confused why it said 14 to 18 inches. So this variety, this is light blue with white bee, Delphinium elatum. And it says that it is a shorter Delphinium than most other Delphinium varieties. Because I knew some of them that were getting like 4 feet tall, 5 feet tall, where this is only going to get like maybe 2 feet tall. So, performs best when fed heavily and regularly, great in landscapes, borders, and also as a cut flower. I probably won't be using this as a cut flower because I really want to just be able to enjoy this as a plant in the landscape. So let's go get the 3 of these in the ground. I'm really excited, and I hope that I get some beautiful color from these guys this year. I think the plan is to take these 3 delphiniums here, and I'm going to pop them in this bed here. So I think I'm going to put 1 here, 1 here, and 1 tucked back in there. I need to break up this grass texture that I have going on here. I have an actual grass right tucked in down there, super small. Then these, just all this like blade textured leaf foliage, gotta go. That's daffodils, more daffodils. So it's just really heavy on that texture right here. So I think popping one of the delphiniums in there, and another one here, and another one here, kind of, or maybe here, back there, I don't know. I'm gonna lay them out and see. But this bed is really weird. So you can see there's a pocket of sun right here, and that stays true for almost the entire day, is right here. It gets bigger and it moves just a little bit, but it gets brighter. But this area that's getting just a little bit of sun will turn into full shade throughout the day. So I have some heuchera and some brunnera and some violas that get a couple hours of morning sun, and then they'll be in shade all day long. And you can see I have lamb's ear here, and that'll kind of split throughout the day. From the tree, that'll move, and that will eventually be in mostly sun. And then this is another heuchera, and that will eventually be in full shade. You can see it's halfway in shade right now. So this bed is really weird. There's pockets of it that get full sun throughout the day, and pockets that are like full shade. So I have to be mindful of that. So I think popping here, here, and here will give it a good amount of sun throughout the day, but then give it some relief throughout the day also. So this bed is kind of a challenge for me, but I think that this will be a really good spot, especially because we're always sitting right here. We're usually sitting in those chairs and loving looking at this bed. So this bed is our like most full and impactful bed. Okay, so I have those 3 there, and then I have my auger, I have my battery. I just use the Ryobi battery, and then this is a auger. I think I got it off Amazon. I'll link it in the section down below. I bought this one because it has a different head on it. I have like 4 of them, and I kept buying the cheap ones, and the cheap ones have this like rounded head. Oop. But this one, I don't know if you guys can see, it's got like a hex style head. So it makes it so that it can like, this is called the chuck, and so this will grip onto it, and it makes it so it doesn't spin. The ones that I was buying have like a rounded head, and not only would they spin, they would just wear out. So then all of a sudden you put the auger in the ground, and you'd start drilling into the ground, and the slightest thing, even like the soft dirt, it would catch, and then the auger would just stay still, but the drill would continue to spin. So this wasn't even moving. It was like just staying still while I was trying to drill into the ground, and it wasn't working. Buy the better ones. Buy the ones with the hex head, and then this one is welded all the way around. I bought one too that was only welded in one spot, and that thing just died on me instantly. Highly recommend using an auger. If you do have like weaker arms or you're not very strong, I wouldn't recommend it for you because it does catch and it'll twist your wrist. So sometimes it hurts my wrist myself, but you can change the setting of your drill to have less resistance or more resistance. I tend to just go for it, and I just like, let me show you. When I'm using it and I drill into the ground, I'm usually on my knees, and so I push this up against my thigh so it can't spin. It just hits my thigh, and that way it doesn't like twist my wrist and snap that. So I'm gonna be using an auger today to get those holes. And then I also have this bucket, which has all of my biotone in it. don't love the smell of it, but it's fine. I mean, I don't hate the smell of it, but I don't love it. So I'll be using the fertilizer to give these guys a nice healthy feed. They really want that. They're heavy feeders also. So I'll throw in a handful of this, carrying it in a bucket like this instead of carrying around one of those big giant bags. I buy it in like 50-pound bag. This is so much easier to haul around the garden. So let's go get the holes dug now. That is so exciting. Those are gonna be so pretty right back there. I cannot wait to see these bloom, especially sitting right next to them. I feel like maybe I should have picked up like 10 of these guys, but it doesn't say the price on them. I want to say that they were like $7 a piece, maybe. I don't remember. But they're really beautiful. I'm really happy with them. Let me turn you guys around and show you. Okay, so you can see there's one there, and one tucked back there. So it's kind of a long triangle. That's how I planted it. You can see I have some Brunnera. These are the caramel heuchera. And oh my gosh, can you imagine? So I have the blue spikes from that. And then I have tall bloom spikes from that. The white chiffon rose of Sharon. Oh, I can't wait for these guys to grow up. I wish I had like one there, maybe another one tucked in there, and like a couple drifting back would be so pretty. Yeah, if I had maybe like 3 more, that would be so cool. Like 1, 2, and then a third one back there. Oh, but happy with 3, very happy with 3. I love the like deep cuts on these leaves. That is just so cool. I can't tell. I have this feeling that maybe this one is a different variety than that one, or because in this one you can see that there are, I don't know how you can see, but there are 2 in here, and then this only had 1. So I don't know if that's the case. The leaves look pretty similar, but these ones are much smaller. So I'm not sure if this is a different variety than that one, but whatever, I'll be happy either way, especially seeing that. That is so exciting. Okay, so now we're taking the soil that we pulled from those holes that we just dug, and we're gonna go put these in the compost. Putting your old soil, as long as there was no disease or pest or anything like that, back in your compost really helps it be recharged. So I try to do that. Oh my gosh, you can hear Lola, I'm sure. She's such a brat. It helps, into the willow. It helps recharge this soil. This stuff will pull up nutrition from the compost and just give it a good feed. So I'm just taking this and dump that guy there, and this one, and then I'll go ahead and I'll mix those in a couple days. You can see I need to come in here. I haven't turned it in a minute, but there's weeds growing in my compost. There's weeds growing on this side, but over on this side, this I think is borage growing in my compost, and that just popped up because I turned this compost maybe 4 days ago. And then here, I must have turned this spot. This is a peony. I had some tubers that I had, or some roots from peonies, and they had rotted, and I threw them in here, and I guess this one decided to live. I'm not ready to take care of that yet, but I am gonna pot that up or put it in the landscape somewhere. But yeah, it's happy in the compost for now. So that was the driveway nursery and getting those Delphinium in the ground. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. One more thing I wanted to show you guys that I forgot about. I planted this lilac in this bed 2 years ago, and it died over the winter. And so I just like cut it down at the base. It was totally dead. There was no life left in any of the branches. It actually like was like rotting at the base, so I literally just yanked it and it popped right out. Let me show you what it's doing though. I must not have gotten all of it, because look at this. This is a lilac, and it wasn't this color. It was a solid green one. I don't even remember the variety, but it has shot up a whole bunch of stems, and even some over here. They're pink and green and white, and like some of them are like basically just pure white. Some of them are like just white and green. Some are pink and white. I don't know what is happening. Like this whole stem right here, this one is just white, pink with speckles of green. This stem right here is green with some white. Like, I don't know what is happening. So if you guys have ever seen this, let me know, because I don't know what is going on. I'm gonna leave it and see what happens this year, but I just thought that was really cool. Okay, now bye guys.